total of 100 postgraduate students received 1 million naira each, while 200 master's degree students were awarded 500,000 naira each in recognition of their academic excellence. Addressing the beneficiaries, Hyprep project coordinator Professor Naira Zabi emphasized that the selection process was strictly merit-based, reinforcing the organization's commitment to fairness, transparency, and inclusivity in its interventions across Ogoni land.
Hyprep, through the selection process, has once again demonstrated its commitment to fairness, transparency, and inclusivity in implementing the federal government's livelihood interventions in Ogoni land. The integrity of the selection process for this scholarship has been a priority, and I can confidently say that the 300 recipients here today have earned this recognition through merit. At Hyprep, we believe that education is not only the bedrock of personal growth, but a transformative tool that can unlock new opportunities and create sustainable alternative sources of livelihood for all impacted communities in Ogoni land.
Similarly, Hyprep's head of sustainable livelihood, Josephine Nzede, outlined various livelihood intervention programs scheduled for 2025 aimed at improving economic opportunities in Ogoni communities.
We will be looking at what Hyprep is doing in the area of livelihood and sustainable development. We are currently wrapping up on the training of the 5,000 Ogoni youths and women in 20 skill areas. We are currently issuing starter packs and certificates to the 5,000 beneficiaries. And for 2025 Livelihood and Sustainable Development Program, we have a lot of activities that we will be rolling out to the communities across the 4 local government areas. We want to roll out specialized skills in seafaring, creative arts, mechatronics, mud logging, rigging, commercial diving, and lot of it. Because recall that during the youth programs that we held last year, the quarterly youth programs, the invitees for that program asked Hyprep to look at trainings in the oil and gas industry, and that's what we are doing in 2025.
A top training consultant, Edward Ba, congratulated the beneficiaries and reaffirmed the integrity and transparency of the selection process.
Distinguished scholars, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, successful candidates. This process started with the sensitization that was done, and over 1,200 persons were seated in that sensitization. In that process, we did several talks, and because of that, we exposed to us what is needed for everyone to go through to benefit from these grants. And after that, the registration portal was open. 837 persons registered. We went through the process of inviting you for an aptitude test, and 766 persons showed up for that aptitude test. It was an IQ test, just to test how, if you're ready for what we want to give to you. If you pass that standard aptitude test, then you can compete in any aptitude test in the world.
Meanwhile, youth groups, student bodies, and beneficiaries have commended Hyprep for its commitment to empowering the Ogoni people through education and skills development.
I am very much happy, and it's actually a scorecard that needs to be identified with. I want to sincerely appreciate and thank the project coordinator of Hyprep Professor Zabi, for being so passionate and being concerned about the success of this project. I want to sincerely call on the beneficiaries that what we see today should be used in their favor, and they should learn how they can make good use of what they have achieved today.
I think this is a new dawn to the Ogoni people, especially as a youth leader. I see how excited our youths are, and I think this is another diversion that the Hyprep have done that I think is very, very directly to the people. And like we were saying before, that Hyprep shouldn't dwell on scooping of sand and keeping it back, but they should diversify to see how Ogoni youth can benefit directly. And this is one of the things that happened today.
The student community, and I think I really want to commend the project coordinator in person of Professor Zabi for this great case.
I'm very, very happy. This is the first of its kind in Ogoni land, and the PC has done marvelously well, absolutely brilliant. And I'm very, very happy. I appreciate him for everything he has done. And this is to tell you that Hyprep has come to stay. All these things we've not seen all this before now, but this is the first time we are feeling the impact of Hyprep.
Oh, I'm really overwhelmed. The joy, I cannot explain it, because this is the first time I'm actually benefiting from Ogoni. And for free, I can say that I'm proud to be an Ogoni girl. Thank you to Hyprep. Thank you to Federal Ministry of Environment. We are glad to have this privilege. We are honored. Thank you so much.
And what I saw today here is that the PC of Hyprep, Professor Zabi, has come to replicate the thinking of Councillor Weber on Ogoni youths, especially in the area of education. I'm very happy.
Hyprep maintains that human capacity development remains a top priority, promising to continue a people-centered and sustainable and purposeful-driven cleanup of Ogoni land. From Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, I am Ekikere Udom, reporting for Box TV News.